of surgery update. So, if you saw me last time, you knew I was stalled out. I'm still stalled out at 202 for another week. Oh my God. That's got to be like 20 days now, I think. I'm in 202. And sometimes it goes up to 203. It's never gone below 202. I'm still eating what I'm supposed to eat. I think the only thing I do that probably is out of bounds is drink a glass of wine now and then. And it doesn't always feel good to drink a glass of wine, so it's not often. I went out with my husband on a date night and we had a drink and hung out for a little bit, just trying to feel normal. And then I had some cauliflower soup and it was really good. And I did eat a little bit of bread. And it was okay. You know, it filled me up right away, but it was okay. I didn't have a problem digesting that. But yeah, I stalled at 202, and I'm tired. I've been sleeping a lot more than I normally do. I normally am not a sleepy person. I get 8 hours, I'm done. But now I can sleep 10 and 12 hours. I mean, I'm sure it's just the low calories, my metabolism slowing down to match my intake, which is probably about 800 to 1,000 calories a day. So I know the best way to break that is to get out there and exercise and increase your energy level. So I do the walking, but I'm not good about getting to the gym or doing that kind of exercise. So I need to really ramp it up this week. Even before, I wasn't a gym rat. I never could really get into going to the gym. But I think my husband and I are both going to go. I've got some personal trainer sessions left that I could do from a weight loss effort last year. In which I did lose. I actually lost down to 202, exactly where I am right now. And I have a feeling that's why I'm stalled, is because that's where my body just remembers the lowest weight in recent years is 202. Probably in the last 10 years, I guess. I guess my lowest weight was probably 202 in the last 10 years. So it was sold out. But it's interesting starting to eat more foods. Red meat, definitely have a problem with. And I know a lot of people do after surgery have a problem with red meat. I tried some sausage. That was rough. But everything else has been okay. Just if you eat too much, it's definitely painful. Last night I got up and because we tried to go to dinner and it was like a nightmare at dinner. The waiter forgot to turn on our order, blah blah blah. So anyway, we came home with this free food. We didn't eat anything while we were at the restaurant, and so I came home and I ate the inside of a taco and a little bit of beans, and I was like busting full. I was miserable. You just don't. And I'm a fast eater, and oh gosh, I need to slow down when I'm eating because I eat so fast, and all of a sudden I'm just like insane full, like uncomfortably full. So I've just never been a slow eater, but I need to master that skill for sure. And I know over the past week or so I haven't been getting my water in, and I know it's just because I'm disappointed in the stall. Just disappointed, to stall so quickly and for so long. But like I said, I can see why 202 is a sticking point for my body. Like I said, that's the lowest point I've been to in the past 10 years. So if I could just get the energy together to start exercising and get the mindset together to power through my water, I know I'd do a better job. I knew I'd break the stall. So I've got to get that done this week. And we all have jobs and it gets crazy and you got to prioritize sometimes. But I haven't told anybody at work or hardly anybody in my personal life about this surgery. I told my sisters and my mom, my husband, and so of course my sisters' husbands know, but I mean my niece and nephews don't even know. They don't, they know I had a hiatal hernia repair, but I didn't go into detail with any of them, especially kids, because they don't need to know. But I haven't told my in-laws, I haven't told anyone, and so it's tougher kind of powering through normal social situations when not everyone you're around knows your situation and they see you losing weight, they can tell you're losing weight, and they think that for some reason you're just starving yourself because this hiatal hernia repair was so painful that you just can't eat anything. And if I felt more comfortable with them, I would tell them. I just want to tell people I trust. I don't want to have to defend this decision to people who don't have a say in what I do with my body. I feel like my sisters, my family does, my husband certainly does, but anyone who doesn't have a direct say in what happens to my body, I'm not really including them in this conversation. I have told a few people that are inconsequential, kind of like outside my daily life. I've told my waxer, because who cares if your waxer knows, and I've told the nail lady, of course, because who cares if the nail lady knows, and I've told two friends, one friend that lives kind of out of state, so she's not really around my circle much. She knows, and I'm actually on my way to go see her right now, and the other friend that knows is actually a friend that lives in Houston with me, but she's not someone I see all the time, and I know she knows how to keep a secret. I have no problem telling her. I know she wouldn't go tell everybody about it, but she knows other people have made this decision, and she's supportive of it, so it didn't really worry me about telling her. But I know that a lot of people don't come straight clean about having this surgery to their friends, and it seems to be two very divided camps. Either either they tell everybody or they tell almost nobody. And so I'm definitely one of those I tell almost nobody kind of things, because I did have the surgery over Christmas, so not a lot of my coworkers know. So it hasn't been weird, but they can definitely tell I'm losing weight, and they do relate it to the surgery that I had, and so I'm sure that some people are probably figuring it out on their own, but and if they ask me, I think, I might tell them, but I probably would just say, what's that? Because I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it to them. I just don't want to go over my decision-making process with these people. So, but anyway, so I just need to get over the stall. So I'm supposed to go see the nutritionist on Monday, and if I'm still stalled at 202 when I go see her, I'm going to freak out. So I'm just trying to get down below 200. I mean, that's my first goal, is to get below 200. And it's not a lofty goal. I mean, my highest recorded weight was probably 250, 260. My weight the first day of my pre-op liquid diet was 220. Surgery weight was 213. The first week weight was 207. The second week weight was 202. And I've been now here since the second week. So probably about, I would say, 15 or 20 days stalled out at 202. So it's disheartening, but I know, I mean, I'm keeping count of all my calories on myfitnesspal.com, and so I know I'm really getting in at, probably 800,000 calories a day, but 98% of my days are healthy days. I eat what they tell me to eat. But I have had a couple of days where I've had some wine and some other things. I haven't been exercising as much as I should, and especially in the last week, I've not been drinking the water I know I should. So there's things I can do to help myself. So I'll be working on those this week. Thanks. Bye.